internet. So, it's absolutely beautiful up here. Fantastically beautiful. So beautiful, you might ask yourself, why am I not flying the Freeride? And I can tell you why I'm not flying the Freeride, and it's a sad story. A story of just malicious murder, even. Terrible mayhem, chaos, and downright murder. I don't understand these large harnesses. This is a large harness. I am not a large man. I'm a medium man, as has been dictated by my harness. I feel like I'm literally sitting in a lazy boy recliner right now. I have so much room. As a matter of fact, I've got my knickknacks over here. I've got room for many things. Normally there would be reserves over here so that I could do aerobatic stunts and things that might require me to throw something that gets me out of jail, as they say. This large harness is, I just have so much room. Honestly, a small child or maybe a medium-sized woman could sit there, which might add to the experience of flying. But anyhow, back to the story and the issue at hand. So here's what we've got going on. I just got off work, ran over to Bart's house super fast, saw he was putting up his gear and just getting ready to go fly. And so I hurried up and ran inside, and I was like, dude, it is a beautiful day. This is such Freeride weather. So I grabbed the Freeride, grabbed the Tornado 280, which I'm now having some doubts about some things, as I'll get to in just a second here. I go in for the launch. The wing comes up, it shoots ahead of me like it basically always does on the Freeride. It's such a fast flying wing, it's absolutely absurd. I brake check it, but not quite enough, so I'm running, trying to catch up with things. Somehow, I mean, it's not unusual to figure out how, actually. So I'm running the 140 centimeter prop on my Tornado 280 currently, and I'm having what you would call second thoughts about that. Because the thing is, it does basically give you no room for any sort of air as far as basically anything goes. Basically, I think I know that person in the car right there. Hello, person in the car. But so yeah, basically, all right, so here's what happens. I bring it up, I'm running, everything seems great and dandy. I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Blah, blah, blah. And I look over and my prop has caught my lines, ripped the brake toggle completely off and out of my hand. I killed the engine right before that happened, but it was too late. And unfortunately, it ripped off the point where the line connects to the wing. It didn't break just the line, it actually broke the tie-on point for the wing, which is really upsetting because now I most definitely have to send it in for repairs. And whether or not that's, I don't know what the repair situation is on something like that. I mean, I'm sure it can be repaired somehow. I haven't done a huge amount of inspection of the damage. I just did enough to basically, I just was, well, you know, it was a beautiful night. I still wasn't gonna, there's no point in crying over spilt milk. That's the one. Milk that has been spilled. There's no point in crying upon it or over it or underneath it or beyond it, between it, below it, any of those things. So I just said, well, frick, there's no point in wasting this beautiful day. So I went and ran in, grabbed the old trusty Nitro, which is what I'm flying right now, and the old trusty Sirocco Dose, which is also what I'm flying right now. Don't get me wrong, this is still an absolutely beautiful flight, and I'm still super happy. Yeah, circumstances could have been slightly better. Other issue that is a bummer is, well, it broke, well, it put a big nasty nick in the tip of one of my propellers, my props. It's got a 3-blade on it, and one of the blades has the nick in it, so that's annoying. I'm thinking I can probably repair that with just some good old epoxy resin and a little bit of voodoo magic. I can probably get that taken care of and be fine to fly. But it still leads me to believe, I've always been concerned about that exact scenario happening. It hadn't ever happened to that extent. I've I have snipped, I've tapped, I've whipped a couple of lines before, but it was never really an issue, but now it is most definitely an issue. So I might be in the market for a 3-blade prop, honestly, of the 130 centimeter, which is a really ironic and funny thing, because actually I had a Tornado that you guys saw in my review video with the 130 centimeter prop, but that was a non-clutched unit, so it most definitely required having the smaller prop, or it was going to eat a lot of wings. So that is why I sold it with that prop. Plus, honestly, I like the feel of the 140 better. However, I don't like the fact that it can whack my lines like it did. So I don't know what to think. I know if there was no such thing as human error, I mean, I'm not trying to blame this on anything other than my own mistakes. But basically, the room for error is absolutely minuscule. I mean, we're talking literally, there's that much room on the bottom side of the unit before the prop would hit the ground. So I'm assuming it's probably about the exact same. I mean, it almost seems like it is the same size as the sides of the cage. So I don't know. I screwed up. There's no changing that fact. It's just how I move forward. That is the question. I'm guessing I'll probably go with a smaller prop, maybe try the 130 out and see how that goes, which is kind of funny. Maybe I can do a tradesies with someone who's got a 130, because I've got a whole brand new 140 on my wall right now hanging up at home. But I don't know. That's the thought. So yeah, that is what happened to me today. But I'm going to still make the most of it, because it's still an absolutely beautiful, stupidly smooth day. And I've still got a paramotor to fly. So by golly, I'm going to fly it. And I'll catch you guys on the flip side. I'm out, baby! Alrighty, guys. So here's the carnage of which I have created to my poor, beautiful, delicious carbon fiber prop. That right there. It's a frickin' heartbreak. So you can even see some of my line entangled in there. It snagged the brake. I just boxed up the wing, or I'd show you what it did to the wing. It ripped the connection point in. It broke the brake line, and it ripped the connection point where one of the parts of the brake line wires up to the wing. So right where there's you've got the paracord line that goes to the wing, and then there's like a little spot that's sewed onto the edge of the wing, and it ripped that part off the wing. It looks like it's all repairable. It didn't actually tear the fabric of the wing, just the stitching around it, so that's a good sign. But I'll have to get it sent off regardless, and hopefully it won't take them too long and it won't be too expensive to repair it. I've been kind of meaning to have it sent off anyway, so I guess it's kind of a, I don't know, we can try to look at it on the positive side. But that's what's going on, so yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Peace. Okay, so if you can see how close the prop is to the bottom, you can tell how close it also is to the edges of the cage. I mean, obviously it depends on the angle I hold it at, but it's right there. Yeah, so if you see it from the front, it's just ready to grab a line. So that's what happened, but all is well. The wing has been shipped off, and hopefully we'll be back within a couple days or so. And I have this prop spare, so I threw this one on. I've got the other one in repairs. I think it'll be fine. Hey guys, so the prop has been repaired. Here is how it turned out. I think it turned out pretty well. Painted it red, obviously. That's what that color is. We all know it. Yeah, she turned out pretty good. Had to do a little bit of Bondo work to get that final finish of smoothness that we were trying to achieve. But I'm not 100% positive how well the thing is going to be balanced yet. I have to do a spin test to find that out, but I think it'll be fine. I'm just going to keep running the other prop until something bad happens with that, which hopefully never occurs. In the meantime, it's going to sit sweetly up there on that little hanger and be beautiful above my bed. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, give me a ringer, bell notification. I don't know, do what you guys want to do. I hope to see you in the next video, and peace out, Boy Scout.